Aries. Today nudges you into a role you didn't plan for. Leader, mediator, observer, maybe even disruptor. The title doesn't matter. What matters is how you respond to being seen in a way you didn't intend. Someone may rely on your steadiness when you were hoping to slip under the radar. You don't have to perform, but you do need to recognize the impact you have. Even when you're quiet, your presence moves things. Influence doesn't always arrive through effort. It sometimes arrives through simple visibility. Taurus. You may feel pulled towards something slightly impractical, a detour, an idea, a conversation that doesn't lead anywhere. Go anyway. Not everything needs to be productive to matter. There's value in exploring what doesn't immediately return results. Your sense of rhythm may be changing, and you're not falling behind. You're just rebalancing what you consider worthwhile. Some things pay off later, in subtler and more personal ways. Trust the quiet pull. It may lead to something you didn't know you needed. Gemini. An unexpected question could reframe your entire outlook today. It might be casual, almost accidental, but it lands deep. Instead of answering quickly, let it echo. You often feel pressure to respond fast and brightly, but this moment asks for a slower kind of honesty. Someone may be more ready for your real answer than you think. You don't need a solution. You just need to stay in the question a little longer. Not all clarity comes from words. Some comes from the stillness before speaking. Cancer. A dynamic you thought was settled may shift without warning. Someone changes tone, or you suddenly feel different in their presence. Don't scramble to define it, observe it. Relationships evolve in stages we don't always name. What once made sense might feel unfamiliar, and that's not a problem. It's an update. Let the new version of this connection take shape without rushing to understand or fix it. What you sense today is not confusion. It's your awareness recalibrating in real time. Leo. Today highlights the gap between what you're known for and what you actually care about. You might find yourself performing a version of yourself that used to fit but now feels like an echo. Don't get trapped in your old charisma. You've grown. Let people meet the new layer. It's okay to disappoint someone's idea of you if it means staying honest. The spotlight can shift and still stay warm, especially when it lands on your truth. It's not about fading. It's about stepping into a more accurate frame. Virgo. You might feel tempted to over-explain today, to justify, clarify, preempt someone's misunderstanding. But what if you let the silence carry the weight instead? Let your choices speak. Not everyone needs a narrated roadmap of your intent. Trust that your actions communicate more than your disclaimers. Sometimes the best clarity comes not from precision, but from simplicity. Let people meet your quiet resolve, the one that knows what it's doing, even when no one's asking for the manual. Libra. Someone's indecision might mirror your own today, and it could be oddly comforting or deeply irritating. Before you offer balance, ask if they even need it. You're good at smoothing, but today might ask you to tolerate a little chaos, both in others and in yourself. The real connection may come from saying, "I don't know either," and letting that be a shared pause instead of a problem to solve. Harmony doesn't always arrive through action. It sometimes begins with shared ambiguity. Scorpio. You may be tempted to dig beneath the surface of something today. A glance, a statement, an inconsistency that doesn't sit right. Before you dive in, ask what your motive is: clarity or control. Your insight is strong, but it's only as useful as the intention behind it. Let people surprise you without needing to define them. Curiosity today will take you further than suspicion. Listen like you're not waiting to respond. The depth you crave may be found in restraint, not revelation. Sagittarius. A small truth may strike you with unusual force, something obvious, but only now felt fully. It could come through movement, art, laughter, or a phrase you've heard 100 times. That's how insight works sometimes. It waits until you're ready. Don't rush to use it. Just let it land. You're not required to act immediately on everything you understand. Let this one sit until it settles into your direction naturally. Let the truth arrive before you decide what form it wants to take. Capricorn. You're great at making things work, but today, something that's technically working might feel increasingly wrong. A structure, schedule, or conversation may check all the boxes and still miss the point. Don't ignore that signal. You don't need a crisis to justify a change. Sometimes quiet dissatisfaction is enough. You're not breaking a system. You're redesigning it for who you are now, not who you were when you built it. A functional structure isn't the same as a sustainable one. Aquarius. Someone may challenge an idea you've already moved past, and your instinct might be to disengage, but try staying with them a moment longer. This isn't about going backward. It's about helping someone else catch up. Let your explanation be brief, but kind. Remember, not everyone's wired to leap as fast as you do. A little patience now could buy you more creative freedom later, when they trust your direction. Being forward-thinking doesn't mean rushing off alone. It means guiding with care. Pisces. Today may blur the line between what you're feeling and what you're perceiving from others. Instead of sorting it all out, let it wash through. You don't have to pin every sensation down. Let it be like weather, noticed, experienced, but not internalized. A few quiet boundaries will serve you better than big declarations. Your job isn't to become less sensitive. It's to become more selective about what you let stay. Not everything that arrives emotionally needs to be unpacked or absorbed.